Hey there, greetings everybody. I want to welcome you here to Prog Monster. My name is Murph. I am the host of this show, a show dedicated to progressive rock and other forms of rock music. So it's that time of the month, the end of the month, when we go over all of the new stuff that I purchased, was given, bought, but did not steal. The stuff that I've done for the month of, oh, it's February. Yeah, I was going to say January, but it's already February. So this month I have a little bit of different stuff going on. I've got some albums, of course, but I also have some concerts on CD and one on Blu-ray. So the Blu-ray one is this one, IQ, Scrape Across the Sky. I so am looking forward to listening to this. My DVD players, not my DVD, my DVD player is not working at the moment. There's something jammed in it. I'm not sure what it is, so I haven't been able to listen to this, but this looks like it'll be really good. I'm looking forward to seeing what these guys look like live. I like their music quite a bit. Up to this point, I've loved everything I've heard from them, so I'm hoping that this will be another one of those things. This was about 20-25 bucks. Got this at Laser's Edge. Really good. I really like the way that which they bring stuff. It's perfect condition all the time. Always have such good stuff to choose from, and some rare stuff that's harder to find too. The next one out is Osibisa. Osibisa. Sorry, I always can't remember how to get the name right. Osibisa. So this is a progressive kind of African type progressive rock band, but they have a lot of different sounds. They got lots of African instrumentation here, but they are so good. I discovered these. Ben gave, when we were doing the obscure Prog challenge, he gave me this band, and I just thought they're so damn good that when I saw this, I said I gotta have this to try them out and see if they're as good as I remember seeing them on the video clips that I saw. So I'm looking forward to this one too. That elephant is so good, man. Next up, this is a band I discovered right at the end of last year. I was watching Sea of Tranquility. I think they were doing an episode on new. It was on the Prog Seat. They were doing an episode on new, the top albums for the release in 2023, and this was one of the groups overhead. So as soon as I saw this live thing, I had to get it. Great flute. This is just an amazing band. I absolutely love these guys. I couldn't get the album, so there wasn't any albums available, so I got this one instead. So at least I had something to listen to. I can't wait to get my DVD player fixed. I decided I wanted to do more live concert stuff because I can't actually go because of my hearing, but I'm not really good in crowds anymore either. So decided I would buy a lot of the stuff you can see concerts on videos. A lot of them have their own stuff on videos. There's a lot of great live albums as well. I want to get a little bit more into that. And most of the stuff that I have that's live concerts, I really enjoy, but I've seen it all so much. Decided I'm going to make a move towards that, a little bit more towards that. Now we're going to get to the albums, which is the thing I like. So this is an album that I'm sure I had, but it disappeared, so I bought it again. Momentary Lapse of Reason from Pink Floyd. I've listened to it in its entirety already once. It's got this kind of, you can barely make out their faces here, but this is, of course, the first album that they released after Roger Waters left. Some people like it, some people hate it, some people say it's no good. People like Roger Waters say it's no good, but I like it. I think it's a pretty decent sound. It sounds a lot like Floyd. Maybe it's not as complex in the musical writing as some of their earlier stuff. Maybe it's not, the lyrics aren't as good, but I still think it has a very strong Floyd sound to it, so I do like this. Next up, I don't think I've even, I have opened this. Wobbler. Yeah, one of my favorite bands now. This is a band that absolutely I love. Discovered them on this channel since I've been on this channel. I can't even remember where I first heard it. It might have been on the Prog seat with I'm not sure what it was. I can't remember, but I remember it might have been Eric Porter talking about the Hinterland album, which got me going, and then I started listening to these guys. This is now my third album of theirs. I haven't listened to this one yet, but one of them's in my playlist. The other one has come out of my playlist, but I absolutely love them. Such a great band. They give you that real feel that you used to get listening to bands like Genesis back in the day, right? Because some of the albums, they only play stuff that they purchased from 1975 or before. Next up is an album that I bought from Amazon because I couldn't get it anywhere else at the time. It finally came. Should have done this last. The writing on it is really tiny, though. This is Book 1, Tales of Father Robin. There it is. Now, it does say what the album title is as well. Songs of Tales of Eroia. I think that's how it's pronounced. And you know what? I spent quite a bit of time, I know you guys, maybe you can see this, looking at the details of this tree stump. It's got so much stuff going on there. Kind of reminds me of In the Land of Pink and Gray from Caravan. It's like there's so much detail here. Anyways, I've listened to this in its entirety. It's not open yet, but I have listened to it its entirety. Really good stuff. I'm hoping, I've tried to get the second book, but it's been out of stock. But when it comes back in stock, I'll try to get that. I've heard that's not as good as this one, but there was 3 books going to be eventually in the set. Book 1, Book 2 is out already, but I haven't got it. And Book 3, I think, is supposed to come out either next month or in March. Yeah, next month. So anyways, the Chronicles of Father Robin. Next up is an album, probably the only one that I will buy from this band now, because I have the solo albums. I want all them too. We're talking about Kiss's Lick It Up. This is a really good album. I think it's underrated by Kiss standards even. This one and the Creature of the Night came out roughly around the same time period. Much heavier than some of the previous stuff they'd done before, and a lot clearer than a lot of the earlier stuff as well. Now there's no Ace Frehley or Gene no Ace Frehley and no Peter Criss on this album, but still really good sounding album. I always like this quite a bit. Next up, get into some more of the folky stuff. So I bought this one, Neil Young and Crazy Horse. I do not know anything about this album other than I can't even make out what it says. Does this even have a title? Yeah, I can't really make it out. My eyesight's not so good. Anyways, I'm looking forward to giving this a listen to. Got it for like $9, so I'm not too unhappy. I've been collecting all of the Neil Young and Crazy Horse. I got that bug, where I gotta have everything by them. It's really dark though. It's a really dark album. I think that's an Indian village there, I believe. Anyways, that's one. And now I went and this is a band that I went and was listening to on my own. I'd listened to all 3 albums, and I really liked this one. I saw it, and it was really cheap, so I bought it. It's Buffalo Springfield. It's a band I like a lot. They're very folky, but they also have that rocky part. They kind of remind me of Neil Young in a lot of ways. Maybe he took a lot of his music sound from these guys, because I know he's in the band, so it makes sense, right? Of course, I wanted to add this one to my collection with the Beatles. Yeah, I've listened to this. This is not as good an album as some of the other ones, but still has some really good stuff on it as well. All I've Got to Do, All of My Loving. I'm looking around. Hold Me Tight, Roll Over Beethoven's on here. You Really Got a Hold on Me. Yeah, it's just some like a little bit more cover stuff on this than some of their other stuff, but still it's a Beatles, so I'm sure I'll like it. And then this one I got, I went through this place. I don't usually go in here, but I went in there and I was looking through and I found one album in the whole place that I liked, and it wasn't too bad of a price, so I bought it. Chicago 2. It's my first Chicago album. I've been meaning to get into these guys. I've heard nothing but great stuff about them. I know some of their stuff too. I'm not completely dumb that I don't hear any of their stuff. I've heard quite a bit of this. I'm sure some of this stuff I'm already familiar with, but this is their second one. First album was just Chicago and not this Chicago Transit Authority, but I'm looking forward to this very much so. So there you have it. That's what I got for this month. I hope you've enjoyed this episode of new stuff I've purchased, album hauls if you prefer. Please make your comments on any of the albums you've seen here today. And don't forget to hit the like and subscribe. It's much appreciated. And we will be back at the end of next month, the end of March, with another new albums I've purchased. So have yourself a good one. Take care.